How we all doing? Looks like we're back finally. Didn't even realize all those other raid videos before Lugia raid weekend. That's pretty funny. I guess just so many events have been going by. Too many things happening, in the game, including real life and all that, personal things. This one's pretty fun. This one was pretty cool. Weekend, we caught ourselves in San Diego, coincidentally, during Shadow Lugia weekend. Didn't even plan it out, it just coincidentally happened. That was pretty cool. As you can see, we're already in a battle. This one was a little tricky, just because, we're in a new area. We didn't really know anyone out there, so I was reaching out to Campfire, and the Campfire communities in the area. Helped us get this done. We met a lot of cool people, a couple specific people that were like super helpful, helping us carpool and get around the area to do the raids with them. So it was a really cool experience all in all. Shout out to that community, the guys over in Oceanside. Yeah, all in all, it was a great experience. Unfortunately, the only thing that, didn't happen, you'll see. We just didn't really get a shine while we were there, unfortunately. Or at least the Lugia, the main prize, but you'll see at the end of the video the prizes we ended up pulling for the weekend. And in general, just my Lugia. San Diego is always great weather. We actually come over from that side of town, from the west coast ourselves. Now we're stationed in Arizona, scoping out the spot now that we moved out here. Yeah, the west coast is always nice to be in, by the beach. Reminds me of, where I was born and raised in the San Francisco Bay Area. Always a good time. I remember I don't even know how much Stardust for this, this weekend, in general, just because we didn't, like I said earlier, we didn't really have people that we knew in that area, so I was expecting to at least do a couple two-mans. So I just invested a whole bunch of Stardust into my dark team, basically. The community in general is pretty chill, pretty chill people. Super easy to relate to.
Yeah, exactly. We all got a common goal, so.
Yeah, exactly. We're all trying to get Lugias. And thank God for, the internet and Campfire and all that. Without Campfire, I'm sure this would have been a lot more annoying.
Yeah, for sure. Campfire is a godsend, for sure.
And there's our homie, Quapajo. I think that's how you say that. Gamer tag, at least.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that guy was hella chill. He was a bit older than even us, but it was cool meeting. It's always fun, just going out and meeting new people. Dang, it's a nice one. This trip was pretty unexpected, though. We're actually out here for some family stuff.
Super last
And coincidentally had some free time on Saturday morning. I had like 4 hours of free time, so we just ran out there and, started doing it. Trying to run into some Lugias, run into some people, get some stuff done.
Surprisingly not that built up.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, for being the straight up beachfront, it definitely wasn't built up that well. There was a whole bunch of stops missing realistically, like all over the area too. Because it looks okay, you see it from the gameplay. You see the screen right here that you're watching, but if you come to our part of Arizona, it looks better than that. And like I'm saying, we're in the middle of nowhere in a desert, so compared to the front, straight up beachfront, so you would expect there to be a lot more. And also the fact that the community out there was way bigger, way more active players in general all around the area.
Look at that, we're in a dead zone right there.
Yeah, exactly.
I never expect that. Or to see something like that in like San Diego, right in front of the beach.
No, exactly, because we're, like I'm saying, we're from the San Francisco Bay Area, and over there was nuts. There was no dead zones.
Super crazy.
So it definitely was a little
Underwhelming, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely was underwhelming to come to, a beach city basically, and just, you know, and not have too much to really adventure in Pokemon-wise.
Everything else was clustered up.
Yeah, but that's what we're telling the people that we did meet, that they need to start building if they are the level already or are about to be in the range of whatever, I think it's level 37, to be able to build stops and all that. But once they get that, you know, they just need to start doing it. Because, you know, we're showing people pictures of where we play, and they couldn't even believe it, you know, that we're in the middle of the desert and that's what it looks like. You know what I mean? But that's just how it is. You gotta build up. If you're gonna play in that area, you gotta build it up a little bit, make the experience better for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. That's true in game anyways. People just gotta realize.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and there's lucky trading and battling, but I think that's the truest end game. And then just helping the community out in a big way. You gotta trade with a Quadra son. Gotta give him that Venusaur. We'll see if he evolved his yet. Probably.
What is normal Venusaur? Or Dynamax?
Yeah, it's just a normal one.
Yeah, that's fine. I could just like do a mirror trade. I'll have him trade me a Dynamax one. I'll give him a normal one.
Yeah, I'm sure he has that.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, but let's technically a special trade too. Let me see if I can get a lucky friend trade. If someone shows up that's a lucky friend of mine, of course, you know. But you never know with the community out here. A lot of people don't communicate through Campfire too often. And even if they do, it's like once every couple weeks. And half the time they'll just show up to the meetups, you know, so you don't even know if you're gonna have a trade to, you know, do that day or not. So, you know, usually me personally, I'll try and get the trades off. Actually, we usually have been saving them for like the end of the day. Just because of that reason, because a lot of people are not too consistent in general with rather not too responsive, you know, with getting back to you and trying to meet up for the lucky trades, and they hit you up like, I find it more often than not that people will hit you up during major events such as like research days, raid days, spotlight hours, or actual event like Go Fest or anything like that, you know. And people that are lucky friends will try and reach out to other people during those events, which is like, for me, you know, especially when like you're trying to start a Campfire community and all that, it doesn't really work out too well, since I'm going to be, you know, in my community area, in my city rather, since everyone's usually in another city. Yeah, it usually just doesn't work out too well, you know. You gotta try and plan it a couple days ahead or so. Even a day ahead works better than 2-3 hours ahead, because that usually ain't gonna work out. But just something to think about if you have any future lucky trades or anything. Plan them accordingly, you know. Makes things way easier. I felt like I was having pretty good luck with the Lugias though. I was getting decent ones, I feel. But the shine was pretty tough, if I remember. Because, did you end up getting a shiny Lugia?
Yeah, I got a shiny Lugia, a 90.
Really? Nice, that's far.
Yeah, so I needed a better Lugia. I'd lucky traded someone like 8 months before for one, and it didn't come out that good, so I just never leveled it up.
Yeah, nor is it
And
a
I got
shadow.
a 3-star shadow Lugia as well, shiny, so I got pretty lucky.
Yeah, that is nice. I still have the original one from the original Shadow Lugia raid day. It was my only 3-star. I'll show it off to you guys in the, probably at the end of the video. Towards the end or whatever. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't record anymore. I could have recorded a tiny bit more, and I think I caught like we ran into Arlo, and I caught a shiny, yeah, the Anorith, exactly. Because I'm pretty sure this video ends at the pier, if you remember where we were. Or if you remember that day.
Yeah, when we walked to the pier.
Yeah, exactly, when we hopped out of the car at the Bank of America.
Yeah.
And walked down the street with a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, it's like right when we started getting shinies. Right when we got out of the car.
It was a little after the pier, but that was pretty fun though. All in all, it was a super cool experience. And the dude that we're hanging out with, because we're hanging out with two of the locals mainly. I only remember their gamer tags. I think one was Juniro and one was Quapajo. Quapajo was the one that was carpooling us around. He was the older cat. He was pretty sick. He was super funny. Just lacing us up on the, the streets and the area, all the gangs and stuff. It was pretty funny. But it was cool, That's how it is here in California. People are always out and about, trying to be hoodlums and whatnot. Yeah, the dude was really cool because, like a lot of people, since he was a bit older, he had, I think he told us it was his grandson that had got him into the game actually a couple months before this event, so he had only been playing like, I think 2 to 4 months or something. Surprisingly for him only playing like 2 to 4 months, this dude had like really good stuff actually. I remember we would like, at one point, I don't think I actually kept it in the video just because the video was like 2 hours long and I didn't want it to be that long, So I cut out a couple things. At one point I remember we did do a couple trades. So I was checking out his inventory since he just needed a couple things. I was just helping him out with, filling out the decks. I remember I gave him a Mr. Mime and what was it? Oh yeah, I remember I traded myself a Larvesta, and that's when I realized, I was like, what the heck, dude, you told us you were like a new player, you'd only been playing for like, a couple months, 4 months at most.
Yeah, dude had crazy Larvestas.
Exactly, yeah, he had like, I think 20, 30 Larvestas hatched. And he had a Hundo Larvesta, and I'm sure at this point he probably has the shiny. Since we haven't seen him. That dude was insane. Not even just that, he also had a 3-star, chunky 3-star shiny Celesteela that I was so jealous of. What else did he? He had a couple of really cool things that I remember he was telling me last time he had gone out to play, and he was like talking to other people, other players in the area. They were trying to get him to trade hundos to them when it's like, bruh, so we laced him up, Yeah, we told him about, how the trades RNG randomize everything. So if you do that, if someone's doing that, that's a dick move, you know what I mean? Like, this man has no respect, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. We helped each other out, he was carpooling us and we were just teaching him how, the basics of the game, showing him what was rare, what was cool, what he should keep, what he shouldn't trade. Oh yeah, I remember he even had a 3-star crappie. He was, remember he was saying his grandson wanted him to trade, and I was like, nah, bro, just tell your grandson you're gonna catch another one and you'll give that one to him, as long as it's not a better 3-star.
Setting him up for failure.
Yeah, literally, dude. It's crazy. But that's messed up, though. That is how it is, you know what I mean? A lot of people see new players for the game and they're like, oh, I'm gonna take advantage of this guy, you know what I mean? It's like, nah, bro. Just teach him how to play correctly and you'll get, you know what I mean? You'll get yours back,
whatever,
you know what I mean?
Whatever you want.
It's just all positive energy and a good vibes type shit.
Hundo 3-star shiny.
Yeah, fucking Christ, dude. No, the dude was super thankful, for all of us, just teaching each other, just having a good fun, having good times in general, because we're super thankful back at him for, being able to carpool us around, because like we were saying, this area, if you notice, like the gyms are not too close to each other, like this gym is probably one of the closer ones, and if you notice, it's like a block a block and a half away still. So, you know, without the carpool, we literally would have probably gotten like 3-4 raids done and called it a freaking day, just sunburning out there, because, you know, it was a pretty bright day out there. Even with it being only a moderate like 77, 80 degrees that it was, with the beach wind hitting you, you know, cooling, you're still getting sunburned, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this dude definitely saved our skins, technically, you know what I mean? Like, straight up. So it was really nice. And at the end of the day, you know, we're not going to catch it on the video. I cut that all out. We literally ended up, the guy just ended up taking us to one of the local bars that was actually right next to one of the gyms. You know, just treated the boys, you know. He was super cool.
Yeah, we just chilled there.
So he bought us some lunch and freaking some brews, and we just kicked it. He sipped on some whiskey, and we were kicking it. And just sharing some stories and doing some raids at the bar. It was super cool. A great experience, you know. Made some cool friends. Yeah, it was a super fun experience. I thought it was super funny too, because I remember the bartender like noticed that we were playing Go and was like, "Oh, what the hell? Are you guys all playing Go? You know, that's crazy. I haven't seen that in years." So, you know, we were telling him how there's a big event. He literally just had to look at. We were pointing out the door, and there were people walking around everywhere playing Go, grouping up and all that. So it was a really fun experience. Telling them about how, you know, Go's still around. Plenty of people playing all over. People, new players learning. Veterans playing. You know, communities being built, you know, all around people, whether they know it or not.
Yeah, exactly.
A whole bunch of people never realized that this game's never really slowed down. It was super fun. And then I remember even at the bar, there was like some dude that came in randomly, because I guess he had like a crazy binger the night before, and he had forgotten like his glasses there, so he came through to pick up his glasses, and the bartender was like, "Oh yeah, you forgot your glasses, and you forgot to pay me." Pay the goddamn tab.
You forgot to pay his tab.
And the dude came through with like his little son, probably like a 9-year-old or something, 9, 10, 11-year-old or some little kid on his like they looked like they were skateboarding, but that's just
bicycling.
Yeah, they were bicycling.
BMXing or something.
Yeah. Just because, you know, for me, I'm a skater, so I see I see people wearing helmets, and I assume they're skating. Yeah, he had a son sitting next to us while he was talking to the bartender, and even the kid was like, "Whoa, are you guys playing Pokemon?" Didn't even know what the game was. To begin with, he just knew the series, and he saw Pokemon. So my brother, I remember, was like, "Oh yeah, here, take my phone, bro. You can play. We're doing a Lugia raid." So I had the little kid freaking all hyped up playing on the phone. And I remember by the time him and his dad were leaving, he was telling his dad if he could download the phone on his dad's phone or download the game on his dad's phone. It was so funny. And even the dad was like, "What the hell, you guys are playing that game? That's crazy. I haven't heard of that for fucking years." Shit's super funny, you know, when you just walk around and
half the time I'll have my music just bumping.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how people will notice us playing. Like, dude, are you going? Like,
yeah, exactly.
You're
just playing music, you can hear this whole battling and shit. It's super funny. But, you know, that's what it's all about. It's just having fun, really, you know what I mean? As long as you're having fun, having a good time, people are trying to do the same. And they'll give it a chance, you know? Literally. Like, we have people all the time that just see us playing, and whether or not they know the series, they just see us having fun, they want to join up. And that's literally what it's all about. That's how you build your community. But no, it was a pretty crazy night though, or a pretty crazy day. We ended up doing this raid, and like I said, we were doing like the raids for a couple hours with Quapajo and Janira. Hit up the bar for like another hour or two. I think that was around like probably 1, 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
freaking, you know, went our separate ways. We ended up bumping into her stepbrother and his girlfriend walking back to the Airbnb. It was super funny. And then, yeah, we just chilled there for a couple hours and then went to our little party thing, our little soiree we had at the end of the night. So, yeah, I remember I was freaking super dead-ass tired. I was falling asleep at the little after party, you know, the family party we had too, literally. No, yeah, I was like sick too, you know what I mean? I was just tired and
just exhausted.
Yeah, exhausted, literally, from just walking around, you know, even though we didn't walk around the whole time, but just, you know, being in the sun, walking around, playing games, drinking. shit was crazy. But it was fun, you know. It's always really fun going out, especially when you get to have that full like go experience where you get to go do the walking, do the raiding, socializing, the interactions. That shit is fucking, you know, dope. Like the only thing that would have been the cherry on top is going off with some shines. You know what I mean? Because even though we were walking, scanning, and catching along, realistically, the whole time we were there, we didn't have like that crazy of luck with the shines, which, you know, isn't really the point. You know, that's always the cherry on top, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, it was really fun time, super cool. And then the funniest part too is on a Sunday morning, I think like 7, 8 in the morning, we actually had scheduled a flight back to Arizona so we could make it back to Arizona to do the Wave 2, Day 2 Shadow Lugias with the locals out here.
Yeah, they were struggling a little.
Because you gotta take care of your campfire community. You know, gotta make sure everyone's getting it done. No, that was pretty fun. Again, I actually remember, wasn't Saturday, like, weren't we getting texted by like a whole bunch of the people that we usually play with at the Lugia meetup on Saturday was hella bad or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so that kind of sucked that we weren't in town to help out with that. But it worked out at the end, you know what I mean? Like, we all ended up getting, I think, like, how many Lugias did we end up doing throughout the whole weekend?
I don't remember. Not enough.
Yeah, I don't remember either. All I know is I still have around like 20, so. And it's been a couple months since then of just trading random Lugias, lucky trading random Lugias out. You know what I mean? So. I've gotten plenty, I feel. But I could still go for a better Lugia, you know what I mean? Like, I have or I'll show you in a little bit, actually. We're getting pretty close to the end. I think we're actually walking over the pier right now. Soon enough, boys, I'll have another camera so you guys can actually see the sights that we're seeing. That's my real goal, though, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still saving up a little bit to get another camera, or to get an actual camera, you know what I mean? So I can, show some over-the-shoulder gameplay type shit, you know what I mean? I think that'll be pretty tight. Being able to see us see our experiences for your own eyes rather than us just guiding you through it or talking you through it, you know what I mean? But eventually that'll happen. Who knows, maybe we'll do a face reveal before then. Probably. One of these days, you know,
by accident, opening cards or something, the camera will fall down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, lucky, you know, lucky we'll flip the camera over.
Yeah, and they'll see our WWE champions.
Just kidding. If you know, you know. Exactly. Damn timber. I'm still hunting for those shiny timbers. It's wild. Or not the shiny, the shadow. Yeah, I think we're getting to the last raid. If you notice, we're walking up that pier. This was actually a super nice spot. I remember when we were sitting on the pier for like 10, 15, I think we were there like, 15, 20 minutes or so, just chilling, waiting for the next raids to pop up. Because there was like a cooldown period for some reason. We just could not find raids after this last one. Which isn't bad. It gave us time to chill and, you know, just chop it up and do some extra trades. I think that's actually when we did the trades right after this. Running up the pier, trying to get that done. Trying to make it. Looks like this will be the last raid. And yeah, right after this, I'm actually going to show you a little bit of my my Lugia inventory, I guess you could say. I think I still have, like I said, around 20 or so. We'll see right here. Let's pull it up. doing flips like crazy. Yeah, shout out to Quapajo and Juniro. Those guys were hella chill. Definitely made the, and the whole Oceanside community in general, made that whole experience super fun, super cool. And here we are. All my Lugias. I think I'm just going to show you the two shinies. Just my inventory a little bit. But here's the one we ended up getting during, on a Sunday night. Yeah, Sunday. Because we ended up going back to Arizona to help out the locals since they couldn't do it, you know what I mean? They needed some assistance. And then here's my baby from the original release. Yeah, we appreciate you guys coming on through, chilling out with the boys. We'll probably catch you guys on the next one. You guys take it easy out there.